And welcome everybody to beautiful yet rainy Northern California, Ukiah, California to be exact. And been having a lot of fun here visiting my grandfather for Christmas. I've been hoping to do a bit of geocaching here on vacation. You know, I like to do geocaching on vacation, except it's been raining. Like every day we've been here, it's rained. And like all the days that we're going to be here, it looks like the weatherman's predicting it's going to be rain. And that is not good for geocaching. But right now is a bit of a break in the rain. I wanted to show you there's a really neat bit of just almost forgotten history that you can easily pass by. And I learned it through, well, I think my dad and grandfather had told me about it a little bit before, but learned about it through waymarking. I don't know if you know what waymarking is, but it's another groundspeak website. And their goal is, there's no actual container to find, it's just places, unique places to take people. You can log your visits, photos, similar to geocaching, but without any containers. And it's like there's a dog who's noticed my presence. But anyway, I don't know. I know it's kind of old news now, but a couple weeks ago, Groundspeak archived challenges. And first of all, I want to say, what do you think of the challenges being archived? Be sure to comment below for this video. I have to say that when I got that email, I was quite upset. Because if you watch any of my videos, I'm always doing challenges. In fact, I'd rather do a challenge than cache, because they're a lot more fun and you'll always be able to find them. I don't always find physical geocaches. As you know, I created almost 90 challenges. I had completed like 57, and I put a lot of hard work into them. So they weren't just, take your picture with this tree or this statue. They were really well done challenges, especially the ones that Greenfield Village and Henry Ford. I made like 30 there, and a lot of people had completed those challenges, like from 8 to 13 for people had completed each of those challenges in just the 3 months that they were there, and the 3 months that those challenges were active. And I thought that was really good with challenges. And I know in the email Groundspeak was talking about how geocachers aren't doing challenges, but I was seeing that more and more geocachers were completing challenges, especially the ones at the Henry Ford. And geocaching didn't get to be where it was in just a year and a half. I mean, there was challenges, but more and more people were doing challenges. Here, I need to not step in the water. Go over here. But here, we're just need to cross the road. And here I can show you the observatory. It's a bit of history I want to show you. Okay. It's in a city park next to a private residence, but that thing right there. And that is the observatory. It is not used anymore. But let me tell you a little bit of the history of it. Okay, so this observatory was used back in the earlier 1900s to figure out the wobble of the Earth's axes. It was one of 6 observatories located all around the world. There was like one in Japan, one in Italy, one in Turkey, another in Maryland, and also one in Ohio. And here in Ukiah as well. They're all located along, I believe, the 42 North Parallel. And so they were all located on this parallel or very close. And they would measure 12 specific stars, and like 2 stars per observatory or 2 stars per night, something like that. And then once a year, all the observatories would get together and analyze and compare notes, compare their data that they got. And so this was kind of used as a pre-GPS kind of thing, to measure the Earths before there's all these GPS satellites, which enable geocaching to exist. And so, probably forgetting some more of the history behind it, but I will definitely put in the video description below the link to the webpage where I found all this information. Just fascinating history. I mean, who would have thought Ukiah, of all places, would be on, would be one of the locations for this really cool observatory. Oh yeah, and it was also operational until like 1982 or something. This observatory is in Ukiah's Observatory Park, and it's currently under construction. But as I said, you can just still see it very easily from the sidewalk here. And as I said, there's a waymark here. And I was telling you a little bit about waymarks, just kind of like unique locations, geocaching without the container. And I found that there's a waymark here. That's kind of how I found out more of the details behind it, the history behind it. And so yesterday I came over here and I got my picture with the observatory in the background and logged that I had visited this waymark and told all about my experience. So, as I said, you have never expected that would be history. That would be an observatory without knowing previously. But waymarking, as I said, it's another Groundspeak website. I think there's a lot of waymarkers out there, but in general, it's kind of a cake that didn't bake. But there is still a lot of people doing that, and with challenges gone, I could easily see myself getting into waymarking. Because, as you've probably figured out, for me, geocaching is not about the numbers. It's about visiting all these cool historical locations. It's all about the history, not about really the containers or finding them. Let me cross the street again. But anyway, so I was really glad to find that waymark. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more waymarks in the future. Try to learn about those. And if you have done any waymarks, let me know. Comment on this and below on this video. Tell me if you've done any waymarks. Also, as I said, with the challenges gone, I was really disappointed because I said I put in a lot of work. A lot of people had enjoyed doing all my challenges. So, what I've done now is go over to OPENCACHING.com. Now, OPENCACHING.com is a kind of a rival of Geocaching.com. OpenCaching is run by Garmin. It's another cache listing site. Not nearly as many geocachers use OpenCaching as opposed to Geocaching.com. OpenCaching, it's all free. There's absolutely no paying. And one difference with them is, besides not nearly as many caches, well, two differences. One, they have virtual caches, and that's what got me over to them. Because with challenges gone, OpenCaching virtuals are the next best thing. Is that, also the other difference is that there's no set reviewers. All open caches are reviewers, and so there's just a big list of caches to be reviewed, and open caches will give vote yes or no that these caches should be uploaded or should be published. And then if 24 hours has elapsed and there's a positive number total of votes on an open cache, it gets published. And so yesterday I created an open cache at OpenCaching virtual at that observatory, and Yeah, I think it will be published very, very soon. About an hour, so the 24-hour period will be up, and I've had a positive total of votes. But I think that open caching virtuals are the next best thing to challenges. I'm going to try to get more and more into those, try to recreate some of my challenges. One difference with open caching virtuals as related to challenges is that you don't have to take a picture. Instead, there's a thing called a code phrase. And so, like, you will go in the open caching virtual at the observatory. I ask people to see what type of tree is located next to the observatory, and hopefully I didn't give it away in this video. And then when they log that cache, they will have to tell me the name of the type of tree that's next to observatory, to kind of as a proof of their find. And so, obviously some of my challenges I can recreate as open caching virtuals. If I can think up a code phrase, others I can't. But all my work is erased with challenges, and so I can't moan and groan about it forever. I just need to keep rework and keep helping people learn history, because that's what it's all about for me. That's what this YouTube channel is all about. It's helping people learn history, not geocaches or anything like that. Another difference between challenges and open caching virtuals, one negative, is with challenges there's no placing restrictions. So, like with geocaches, they have to be 528 feet apart. With virtuals, and OpenCaching.com also lists physical caches such as traditionals, puzzles, and multis, is they also have to be 528 feet apart. And, that won't be too much of a problem because there's not that many open caches out there, but they go beyond that. All open caching caches, including their virtual caches, have to be 528 feet apart, not only from their own open caching caches, but also from like any groundspeak cache, geocaching.com cache, which can be quite tricky. And so another difference is I can't recreate all of my challenges because they are too close to another physical cache. But I said I just want to make the best with it and start over again and try to invest into open caching and see, just create what open caching virtuals that I can helping people learn history. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, have you ever tried open caches? If so, and what your feeling is on that. And I'd love to see more and more people get into open caching virtually, because I really think that is the next stage, the next step for people who really enjoy challenges. And the nice thing about open caching is it's totally free. And also the waymarking is like as I said, hardly anybody did I tell you this? I forget. Hardly anybody does waymarking, like the observatory waymark. I didn't. A person created that in 2009, and the first person who logged it was me in 2012. But so I'm not going to be like creating waymarks for other people to find, but I may create waymarks just for fun, and I found another geocacher in the Chattanooga area who does a lot of waymarks, and so there is a bit of a community with that, and just have fun racking up waymarks instead of geocaches. So I'm hoping to do some more of that while we're here in Ukiah. There's definitely some more waymarks I'm going to try to create. But yeah, let me know what you think of challenges being archived. If you've ever tried open caching virtuals, and if you've ever tried waymarking, let me know about that in the comments below. And as I said, I don't know how much I'll be getting done as much geocaching as this trip as I had originally planned, but it was really fun going to the Lake Berryessa Monticello Dam. I'm in the works of creating an earth cache there, and in a few days the weatherman says it's all going to clear up. On that day, my family and I are hoping to travel down to the Napa Valley, check out a bunch of historical spots, and of course I'll be videoing all of that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing and learning about that observatory, and also of other types of caches and fun outdoor-based activities. And until next time, this is Geocacher TN Photobook signing out. I am having a blast with the past.